Southeast Asian and Pacific nations are still battling with the effects of this week's natural disasters. In Samoa, funerals have begun for the victims of Wednesday's tsunami. Our correspondent Kerry Ritchie was on hand as one family buried relatives from 4 generations in the same grave. In Tonga, the death toll is lower, but the impact no less distressing, as Jeff Waters found out. Correspondent Mark Willisey in the Philippines' capital, Manila. People there are bracing for Typhoon Palma just a week after another typhoon claimed 300 lives. But our coverage tonight begins in Indonesia, which is still reeling from the devastating earthquake around the Sumatran capital, Padang. Correspondent Jeff Thompson reports that despite a growing death toll, survivors are still being found.
Pictures have now emerged of the moment the earthquake struck and the ensuing chaos. This sports hall collapsed, trapping a judo class. A young girl clambers out of the wreckage, clearly injured. She's followed by her classmates, barely surviving an unexpectedly cruel lesson in self-defence. Days later, and people are still being pulled from the rubble. This woman's voice was heard immediately after the crush. She had an agonising wait to be freed, but she's alive, a rare success for the rescuers. Rumours of more people trapped alive have been buzzing around Padang, where the search effort is often violently vigorous. Technically superior Australian search teams landed in Padang last night, hoping to improve the odds.
We're hoping that we can still find some live ones out there.
This morning, their progress was hampered by coordination hurdles. Some have teamed up with Japanese counterparts to travel beyond Padang City. While the Australian effort is delayed, this Swiss team has been working since yesterday, searching for 9 students still missing since Wednesday's quake. They prefer a gentler rescue approach with the help of sniffer dogs.
And then if we are sure no one is alive inside in the debris, then it's not a problem to start with the heavy machines, of course.
The number of Australians unaccounted for in Sumatra has been reduced to 40.
We have no information, no evidence, nothing to indicate that any Australians have been killed or injured.
International efforts are now looking beyond the West Sumatran capital to areas so far cut off from aid. Jeff Thompson, ABC News, Padang.